Listen up. If you have the half moon mark in the palm of your hand, there are sounds that you will hear that will activate the gifts that this mark carries. Because Dolores Cannon said that in 2025 and 2026 is the activation year for chosen ones and the marked souls. So in this video, I'm going to tell you 3 sounds that you will hear right before the activation. Let's get into it. So before I tell you these sounds, let me tell you a little bit about the half moon mark. It's a half moon symbol that's in the palm of your hand. When you put both hands together, it creates the half moon symbol. Now, what it possesses is heightened intuition, strong energy protection, spiritual timing, and destiny acceleration. People with the half moon sign don't choose the path chooses them. Now, the first sound that you may hear sounds like this. So that's an air pressure drop. So if you ever heard of something just falling out the air like it just dropped down, that's what you're going to hear. And it's just going to come out of nowhere and you're just going to hear it. That means that it's time for that half moon mark to activate. So let me describe it. So if you ever felt like your ear is filling up, so when your ear is filling up, you might hear so you'll hear the sound then. Or maybe like a brief suction feeling. It feels like the air is sucking inside your ear, but it go so it'll make that sound like that. And when you hear that sound, the room might go silent for a second, and it's going to feel like reality is just frozen for a second. So if you experience this sound, that means that the half moon is activated and you're ready. You're ready to enter the next stage of activation. So the next sound you might hear is a mechanical clicking sound. So let me describe this sound to you. So it could sound like some gears are clicking. So it might sound click, 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 like some gears are clicking or something is turning on. Now the reason why this sound is happening is because since the earth is shifting, you're going to hear the earth shift. And this is the sound that you're going to hear. You're going to hear the clicking sound. And this has to do with the timeline shift that's going on. So things are going to start speeding up or maybe slow down. Now, when will you hear this sound? You might hear it right before a big decision, during a spiritual awakening, or when you're being protected by a bad timeline. So if something is about to happen, you're going to hear that. So when you hear this clicking, the other thing that's going on is your subconscious mind is syncing up with the new timeline that you're going to start experiencing. Now here's the third sound you're probably going to hear. Now it's kind of spooky, it's kind of scary, but your name being whispered. So it's going to be like a soft whisper, like they might say, like my name, they might say, walk, walk. So you might hear that. Now in one of my videos where I talk about the activation for another mark, which was the M mark, go check that out when you get a chance. I talked about a similar sound that they would hear. It's called the call. And what they hear is someone calling their name, but it's their voice. But it's a loud, kind of aggressive sound. It's like a woke. It sounds like that. But with the half moon, it's a soft whisper because the half moon is all about intuition, sensitivity, and as you know, the moon is a feminine energy. So that's why you're going to hear a soft sound or a soft whisper. And this whisper is, they're going to be whispering your name. So when will you hear this? You might hear when you're having a major life transition, deep spiritual awakening, moments when you're about to level up, and times when you're just not paying attention. So if you ever heard your name being whispered and nobody was there, nobody was around you, that came from inside here, letting you know that your mark has been activated. Now, there's a connection with 2026. As I said earlier, Dolores Cannon said that chosen ones and marked ones, their gifts are going to be activated during this time, 2025 and 2026. So when your gift is activated in 2025 and 2026, what's going to happen is you're going to start experiencing some of your gifts. So you might have dreams with instructions of what to do next while you're leveling up during this activation phase. And you might start hearing the sounds again, but even louder. And you're probably going to get a pull away from fake people and a calling towards your real path in life. Now, let me tell you what you should do when you hear these sounds. The first thing you need to do is pause for 5 seconds. I don't want you to ignore it. Just pause, acknowledge it for at least 5 seconds so you can catch that frequency shift. So the next thing you can do, if you hear these sounds, ask yourself or your higher self, what is this trying to show me? And you're going to get an answer. You may not get an answer right then and there, but you're going to get an answer later on that day or maybe next week. And the next thing you need to do when you hear these sounds, when you pause, wait and see what happens next. Because what could happen next is a message or a sign or something like that. Or a thought or a memory might pop up. And the last thing you need to do, guys, when you hear this sound, don't brush it off as just your imagination. A lot of people witness things and they just say, oh, that's just my imagination. They don't know what it really is. So they just brush it off. So since you know that you are Mark 1, don't brush this off as your imagination. Acknowledge it and again, wait and see what's going to happen next. So guys, if you have experienced any of these sounds, don't panic. Don't get scared. You're not crazy. You're just being activated because you have that half moon mark in the palm of your hand. And one last thing you need to do, guys, when you hear these sounds, start taking care of your body. First, you need to detox. Because I know a lot of people eat bad food. They got a lot of junk food in their system. So you need to have your body in tip-top shape. So what I do, because I'm going through the same thing you guys going through, I hear these sounds. So what I do is I take Vibe High supplements. I particularly take this one supplement called Boost Bod. Now, this supplement contains sea moss, and sea moss has 92 minerals of 102 minerals that the body needs. And this supplement helps you with your immune system and mental clarity because you want to have your mental very clear and in tip-top shape when you hear these sounds or when you are about to level up during this activation phase. And also, guys, if you want to learn more about these marks on your hand, you need to check out this ebook. It's called The Mark Ones. To get this book, just check right under this video. And also to purchase some Vibe High supplements, just click the link in my description or in my comments. And one last thing, guys, I go live on Twitch every week and I talk about people with the marks on their hand. I talk about spiritual awakenings. I talk about Dolores Cannon's teachings, how to escape the matrix. So join me on Twitch. Go to twitch.tv/wokered. Before you leave, check out this video right here to learn more about Dolores Cannon's teachings and these marks on your palm. Peace, get woke, and please keep rising.